the wrong I was in. As I began to call for social reforms within the Muslim community, I faced some challenges that were not only unexpected, but also very strange to me at first. I spend many hours a day criticizing Islamic extremists or advising government officials against them and their strategies. Yet, a group of non-Muslims, whom I later came to know as the FarLeft, stood against me to try to prevent me from doing so. This was very confusing to me, because I thought that the Western world would be happy that an Imam was criticizing the extremist elements within Islam and calling for social reforms. So, here's where I am right now. Leftists say that ISIS and terrorism have nothing to do with Islam. I say, okay, great, nothing to do with Islam. So I continue to criticize the ideology of ISIS, but they accuse me of insulting Islam. But you just said ISIS doesn't represent Islam. So I ignored them and continued to criticize the Islamists. And before I knew it, I was being labeled far-right, neo-Nazi. And I look like Osama bin Laden more than I do a Nazi or far-right. But nevertheless, so I went on to conduct some research into what they stand for. These far-leftists, what do they stand for exactly? So I discovered that they don't like having their genders assumed. So I thought to myself, that's kind of interesting. I can't assume your gender, but you can assume my political identity. You see, these are the very groups trying to silence us. In 2018 alone, Facebook suspended me 8 times and completely unpublished my page 2 times. And whenever I'm invited to appear on a TV network, the left-leaning media channels put pressure, not on the channel, but on the individual host and the individual producer, to the point that not only do they stop inviting me,